Gun. Get up.
On second down, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Ryan. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Gun. Hey, gun.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escapes the sack. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Coleman. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. In for the score. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team.
So on fourth down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. This is brought in at the 21. "34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Coleman now. And he gets it down to the 32. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there at 22. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it...
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside, defense.
And yes, they... Here's John Ryan now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hey, Tuesday. Let it go.
On first down, Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. This is Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here's Coleman. He's to the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ryan. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And it's caught.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving... They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo.
Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 49 yards. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week. Off to.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
11. Ready. Back 25.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Now Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 9. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. Ryan going up top. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley. Here's John Ryan now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. He won't go down. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Now Ryan on second down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defense.
So out come the Falcons now. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now Ryan on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. On 3rd down, that's Coleman. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. They're triggered.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Here's John Ryan now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Gun. 22.
Ryan wants to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that hole.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Now a carry for the fullback. This is Jay Prosh. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tone.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
We made way too many mistakes this week, okay? Coaching staff has gone in. We've simplified.
Ready? Blue 80. Ready to go. Blue 80. Black 25. Ready? Blue 80. Blue 80 set. Let's go. Ready to go. Get up. Ready to go. Ready. Let's go. Ready to go.